Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be filming the second episode of my traveling series. If you want to see my other videos, I'm going to post links in like the down bar, and once I put up all my other videos, I'll put links for those also. But I'll put my first one up right now, like down there. And so this episode is going to be on traveling tips, and these tips are from like my own experiences from traveling. And they're pretty common, I guess, like you could say. Like, a lot of people know this stuff already. But some of it is kind of like I made up myself, I think. Like, maybe it's known, but I kind of thought of it. I didn't go online and, like, Google it or, like, go to travel sites and stuff. Oh, yeah, and if I'm looking down, I have, like, a little pad that I wrote all of this stuff just to, like, keep me on track and, like, to keep me, to remember everything that I need to say. So that's what I'm looking at if I'm looking down. So 1, make a list before you pack. So what I do is I will take like just a sheet of paper. I actually normally have like a small little pad that's kind of like this big. And it's one of those mini pads. And that is my traveling packing list pad. And I'll write traveling lists. And then when I'm done with them, I'll just like tear them off and throw it away. But it's just like use it every single time. And that just helps me keep everything, I guess, like, I know exactly what I can use. But that's not the tip. The tip is to write everything down and write down the number of everything. So go through how many days you're going to be there, count how many days you're going to be there, count how many nights, and then figure out, like, how many pajamas do you need? Are you going to rewear pajamas? Do you want fresh new pajamas every night? That's a good thing to know. So this is just going to help you think beforehand. Think about everything that you can't think about when you're making snap decisions when you're last minute packing. This is a good tool so that you don't have to be home, you don't have to pack stuff, but you can already make a list, and then you can pack the morning you leave, and you can still have, it's still like you packed like a week in advance. Oh yeah, stick to the plan. Don't just like make a plan and then throw extra stuff in. Yeah, go over it or make it early enough that like if you remember something like, oh my god, I totally forgot to write this on the list, you can, so you don't forget stuff. Number 2 is what kind of clothes you should wear. When you're traveling on airplanes, security has gotten really tight, and so I like to wear shoes that come off easily and go on easily. So I don't like wearing like Converses or like sneakers or anything, because like they may like just slip off really easily, but then I have to sit down afterwards and put them on. I like wearing flip-flops or ballet flats because those just come off and come on really easy and just like slide-ins, or any other kind of like slide-ins you have. Some like strappy sandals may not be the best because then you have to do all the buckles, and I know some of mine are really hard to get into or just like take forever. Clothes. I don't wear stuff with pockets, or I try not to wear stuff with pockets. Like sometimes I'll just wear like a t-shirt, jacket because it's cold on airplanes a lot of the times, without any pockets, and like some sweats that don't have pockets because I always forget stuff in my pockets. Okay, or I'll just wear like jean shorts that I can't fit anything into my pockets. So if you're going on a road trip, you want to wear something comfy. You don't want to sacrifice comfy for good looks, like, because airplanes, it's not that much. You don't have to be so comfy because you are kind of on an airplane, you're walking around, it's not as long, and you are more in public. Road trips, you're going to be stuck in a car. Like most of my road trips are like at least 6 hours. So you're going to be stuck in a car sitting there, like, and you don't want to be in something that's hurting you. So that's just, because that's not going to be a fun road trip. Number 3 is be prepared with things you need. So in the airport, going through security, if you need to take out your laptop, you need to be prepared. Don't have your laptop hiding at the bottom of your bag when you need it out and everything. And also, like, have out your ID and your tickets because you need those in security. So just have everything out and ready to go. For road trips, have stuff near you. Like if you're alone on a road trip, you don't want to have to pull over every time you remember something that you want and you didn't put near you. So you need to put everything like snacks and food, and anything else you would need, like a GPS or maps, in your reach. Also, if you're not driving but you're there, put everything near you, because the driver doesn't want to have to stop because you forgot to bring something up with you into your seat. So it's kind of like the same thing, but also like things to do in that category. Okay. This fourth one is going to be show up early. So this can, like, I guess you can't really show up early for a road trip because you're just leaving, but like early. For airplanes, I like to be at least 2 hours early, because it's stressful enough to have to go, like, if you're checking bags, to have to go check bags, to have to go through security, to have to get to the airplane in time. You don't want to add stresses to think, oh my gosh, am I going to get through this in time? Especially with places who have airports that are really crowded, like LAX. Security lines are like really long, so you don't want to be standing in security line watching your watch yourself and your clock and going like, oh crap, am I gonna make the airplane? A rule of thumb is you always want to be at the terminal at least half an hour before departure, because that's normally when they will start boarding flights sometimes. I like to be there I like to get to the airport 2 hours early to have enough time to get through security, even if there's super long lines, and to be able to grab something to eat. Because I normally get really nervous when I'm like going on an airplane. I don't know why. So I don't get hungry when I'm at home, but I get really hungry on the airplane. So I'll go and just like pick up like a breakfast or snack, and I'll carry it onto the airplane. But you can't really carry that on like take it from home, because then they make you throw it away in security. Okay, for road trips, the same thing applies. If you want to be somewhere a certain time and you can be there earlier, leave at least 1 or 2 hours earlier, because MapQuest doesn't factor in the time that it takes you to like do rest stops and gas up and food and all of that kind of stuff. And also, you never know what's going to happen on the road. You want to have some time in between, like you want to have like a little gap that you could show up in, and you want to give yourself the most amount of time possible. Okay, number 5 is just kind of like, it's not really a tip, it's just like a reminder. Never forget your chargers. Chargers. A lot of people always forget their car chargers and the wall chargers for their cell phones and the iPods and the laptops. And it sucks when you forget a charger and then you can't use what you want. So, chargers. So, I hope you like these 5 tips. They're kind of simple, but they can be really helpful and come in handy a lot. So I hope you like them, and please check out the other videos in my traveling series. Please check out my channel, my other videos, and if you like me, please subscribe. Bye, see you next time.